So I just want to empower you for a minute. I had a wonderful session there this morning with a client, and the client she's separating at the moment, but she's doing incredible work on herself. For me, when I work with anybody, this is the piece that's important to know for your own self. We will lose ourselves. It's nature. When you're born and you show up and you come into this world, you lose connection to that authentic self within. So you lose your authentic power. When I work with people, I bring them home to that authentic power inside of themselves. So when they land there and arrive there, they know exactly the voice to listen to. They know exactly the wisdom to tap into. Sometimes when we're dealing with a lot of stuff, we can look at it from a perspective of hurt and pain and wound because we're in that hurt, pain and wound, and that's okay. But a beautiful invitation sometimes is to kind of take that elevator look, the helicopter view, and show the person the work that they're actually doing from a higher perspective. For example, with this client dealing with what she's dealing with, she's going through a separation. But on top of that, then her family are also living their fear out and projecting their fear onto her by saying, you shouldn't be doing this, you should be trying to make it work. And that's their process, that's their fear, and they're trying to put that fear onto her and make her think in the way that they think. So, rather than my client getting overwhelmed by everyone coming at her from different angles, the work is about, allowing her to trust in her authentic power and her knowing of this is the right thing for her. And then helping her understand, you are at the moment in service to the consciousness of your family. You are bringing up their fear because you're doing something that they would never do, which is they would never liberate themselves from their own stuck energy. So because you're doing this and you're saying yes to yourself more, it's bringing up their fear and resistance, and they want to control you because they don't believe that you will thrive and survive in a more liberated environment because they don't know beyond the bubble. So when we shift our perspective from, I'm dealing with people, they're all coming at me, to, what's getting activated here in my relationships with other people. So as a conscious person, what am I bringing out in other people? So I won't personalize that. I will recognize the process that's been activated, and then I will learn how to deal with their process while also fulfilling my own conscious path. This is why authentic self is so important. This is why it's a must to know the true self within. When you know the true self within, you will have all the resilience that you need to live your path. And I really just wanted to put this in here for you to really understand that knowing the true self will give you the resilience to live your path and deal with whatever comes up. Because the minute we choose to live the path that's right for us, it will activate everyone in our lives around us who are not living their path because out of fear. It will activate their fear, and then their fear will come up, and then they will project that fear onto you. And we're living in a world right now where everyone's just so obsessed with what the other is doing. And it's always been like that. When we look at what the other is doing, we are distracted. We're not looking at our own reflection and our own work. So yeah, I love grounding people into their own inner wisdom. I love showing people the bigger picture at play. And it really helps people then to navigate and stay connected to that real knowing that what they're doing is right for them. And that's so important because we lost connection to what we have to do for ourselves is the most important. We have always been kind of conditioned to be more worried about doing it and pleasing other people. So that's just my morning message that I want to drop in to you guys.